U.S. president, because the shortest U.S. president was in 1841, President William Henry Harrison. He died at 32 days of pneumonia. So now President Trump has lasted a little bit longer, and they don't seem to be happy with that.
There's a lot of people who think he should have been impeached already.
He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't done anything illegal.
I know, even though Democrats are saying tamp that down because it's a little extreme even for them. Now, Katie Tur, who's a journalist, came out and was actually speculating openly about the chances of journalists here in America being knocked off because of Donald Trump. Listen.
As we know, there's, since 2000, been a couple dozen suspicious deaths of journalists in Russia who came out against the government there. Donald Trump has made no secret about going after journalists and his distaste for any news that doesn't agree with him here. Do you find that this is a dangerous path he is heading down?
She's not alone in that. Margaret Sullivan from the Washington Post feared that journalists will be hunted down because this president simply doesn't like the press. Meanwhile, the press, very comfortable in dealing with people on the political left. Robbie Mook was the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton. He lost it big time. He was on CBS where they were throwing him hardballs. No, not really. Watch this.
It's like 1972, alluding to Watergate.
Look, somebody broke into the DNC. They didn't do it physically this time, they did it digitally. It was a foreign country. The president has been lying about it. He lied about whether his staff were talking to Russia, and the more we learn, the closer it gets to the president himself and the scarier it gets.
That is not true. The other thing is John Podesta said something seriously, Brian Fallon. These guys are having problems because they know they had an election that they were supposed to win against an unknown candidate, and they're worried about getting hired again. So they have to blame somebody else.
But if you notice right there, what he did was he went back to what has been the original talking point, and that is the narrative that Hillary Clinton could not lose unless Russia hacked the election. And Russia hacked the election, and now we've got this friend of Putin in Donald Trump in the White House. That is what they continue to go back to time and time again.
Wasn't she the one that talked about the danger for democracy if we don't trust in our elections?
Hillary Clinton?
If you challenge the election, how dangerous it is that Donald Trump was saying that, if it doesn't come out right.
You mean Hillary Clinton that had the secret server in her basement and lied about it?
That one. And of course, they also go back to the fact that the FBI, they released those documents where they talked about Hillary Clinton's investigation, which never would have happened if she would have had, not had that thing down in her basement.
Right. We asked you what you thought about this, and many of you wrote in. Thank you, Tim, for this tweet. We deplorables don't really care how the media feels. We care about giving our POTUS a chance to help our country.
Carol Ann said the only whiners are news anchors and the press that can't take criticism but dishes it out. The American people are sick and tired of hearing nothing but negative news about Donald Trump, who is president, and the first family.
She agrees with Rush Limbaugh because he says you can dig up all the dirt on us and report it, but we're not allowed to be negative about you.
And Andre says the more the media attacks Trump, the more the public tunes them out. I think Donald Trump would go a long way. I think this week he's going to meet with Congressional Black Caucus. I think he could start reaching out. If Senator Schumer won't play ball, there's at least 6 Democrats on the other side that will. I think he could start bringing people together, and maybe it could start this week. I know he's going to visit the African American Smithsonian Museum sometime today, later on
It's
today.
just so important for journalists to report the facts, because I'm wondering, is this going to backfire on the mainstream media, or will it help them?
Well, we heard President Trump last week at that press conference say that the opinion of the American people of the American press is lower than Congress. We need an objective, aggressive press, no doubt. But the whole thing is, if they're not objective because they are so aligned with the ideas of the political left, of the Democrat Party, are they really objective?
Are they really a free press if they're so overtly liberal?
There you go. All right, thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. Heather Childers is joining us today with headlines.
Yes.
Hey, good morning to you.